The RTX 5070 is finally here, and the reviews haven't been great, but we're gonna try to build a gaming PC with quite the challenge.
Welcome to the local PC build challenge, where Jackson and I are gonna spin the wheel to build a gaming PC for the RTX 5070, but the challenge is we have to use local markets and local stores only, and each part might be a bit different, a bit more challenging than the rest. We're gonna dive into that after a word from today's sponsor.
While buying PC parts from a bunch of different local retailers seems like a fun idea, it's actually a pretty big headache. It's a lot easier when you have one online site full of deals that you can trust, which is where today's sponsor Jawa.gg comes in. Jawa.gg is an online community-driven marketplace for buying and selling everything PC gaming related. You're able to purchase components, peripherals, accessories, and even full custom-built gaming PCs. And these aren't just your typical pre-builds. These systems are built by some of the best PC builders around. Beyond just being well-built, they're competitively priced while being aesthetically pleasing. For example, this RTX 4060 and Intel i5-1200F gaming PC for $870 is good value. And if you're on the hunt for components, there's always super solid deals throughout the site. One of my favorite finds from today is this Ryzen 3600 for just $60. To do some deal hunting yourself, be sure to check out Jawa.gg today, and if you end up shopping around, use code Toasty10 to save 10% off your order up to $10. Now, let's get back to the video.
All right, guys, so we have the RTX 5070 here, and how we're gonna do this is very simple. We have a wheel that has a bunch of local markets, well, mainly Best Buy, Walmart, and Facebook Market, which here in Louisville, Kentucky are really the only options that are local that we can get PC parts from. And we're gonna spin the wheel for each individual part, and we have to go get the part from that location, no matter what it is, and build a gaming PC that's hopefully good for the RTX 5070. So let's start with the CPU. The CPU will be from Walmart. Okay, Walmart, decent selection of PC parts. Not amazing, but it's a very small selection, and normally they have some higher end CPUs.
Yeah. Usually that's all they have is higher, and they don't touch i3s or Ryzen 3s.
All right, for the motherboard, I hope it's not Facebook Market.
Oh man.
Oh no.
It's Facebook Market.
No. Okay, so that means we're gonna have to find a motherboard that works with our CPU from Walmart. That's gonna be complicated. We'll see where that goes.
So we're probably going to try to find in current market, we're going to try to probably find the motherboard first.
And then go to Walmart and see what they have that works in it. Hopefully it's not cursed. All right, so for RAM.
That's going to be rough because we have to find a new CPU base, or a new motherboard.
Okay, RAM from Walmart. So CPU and RAM, we can definitely do that. That works.
Oh my gosh, I was like, is it going to stop?
All right, CPU and RAM. We got our graphics card. Storage. We're going to go to Best Buy at all?
This would be easy.
Maybe,
doesn't matter.
Let's see. We're buying storage from Best Buy. Oh, Walmart again. Oh my God, we're gonna be at Walmart for three things. That actually makes it a little bit easier. Yeah. So now we need power supply. Power supply we could get from Walmart or Best Buy. Facebook Market.
Actually, I've seen them on there. I mean, oh my God. Yep.
Facebook Market. Okay, this is gonna be.
So we're at Facebook Market for a motherboard and a power supply.
The two things you don't want to buy off Facebook Marketplace.
Normally, but who knows? All right, the case. I hope we get Best Buy or Walmart.
If it's Facebook Market, like I feel like I need to veto it.
Yeah, we don't need to veto it. All right,
we'll
here we
have to
go.
buy a whole build. Oh.
Keep going. No.
We're good.
I think we have to respin that because I don't think Walmart has cases. All right, we're spinning for the case now. No, we cannot do Facebook Market. We cannot do Facebook Market.
Is this possible?
Okay, so let's do this. You know, I'm doing a little audible on the fly. Right now, Facebook Market consists of the motherboard, power supply, and case, which maybe.
I mean, I've seen cases at Marketplace.
Worst case scenario, if we can't get it from any of these, we go to the local market we know the best, PC Bros. And anything PC Bros has in stock that we can get, we'll use. But we're going to make the challenge of using everything we have right here. So it was CPU from Walmart, motherboard from Facebook Market, RAM from Walmart, storage Walmart, power supply Facebook Market, and case Facebook Market.
We didn't get a single Best Buy.
Sorry, crazy. Best Buy, you're not getting mentioned in this video. So, hey, we're gonna go ahead and start looking on Facebook Market. I feel like that's the best part first, because then we can fill everything in at Walmart, and hopefully we have a good PC. All right, guys, it is day, I guess, one, kind of. It's not actually one day after we started this video, but that doesn't really matter to you guys. It is technically day one, and we're starting our goal, as we mentioned, looking on Facebook Market for the components we need on Facebook Market, because then after that, we kind of fill everything in. I know Jackson, he says he's been making some moves.
Yeah, I got a guy with a Meshify C in white.
Oh.
He's asking a lot, so I got him down to 80 bucks. The box is...
The box has been through.
Yeah, box seen better days, but yeah, you gotta love this. Walmart will sell the same for 160 plus tax, which I'm like, I don't even... Where are you even finding that? But
yeah.
it seems like the $80 price point is pretty good. This guy is $750 in white. I asked if he'd take 50 for it. And then I found an X670E, which apparently is like new, unopened. And these are about 220.
175 is a fair price.
I asked him if it's still available, and I'm gonna try to go a little lower because warranty. I mean, right? We're not gonna have a warranty or anything with it.
So so far, I mean, we're getting there, and then I guess if we end up with that motherboard, then from there we'd be able to go get Ryzen CPU from Walmart, and hopefully Walmart has good stuff. I think today, while we're dealing with the Facebook thing, I'm gonna go to Walmart while I'm just out and about or sometime this weekend and just see what they have right now, because it has been a little bit, just so we don't show up and there's like nothing left, and we're kind of like, oh, this is kind of bad. We're kind of ruined here. So there's a quick update, and we'll see if we hear anything back. If we do any meetups, we'll record that, but hopefully we get at least 1 or 2 of these to confirm today, and if that's the case, then we're off to the races. It looks like we're going to get that Meshify C in white, and the guy was able to deliver it to us, well, hopefully deliver it to us. If it did happen, you'll see some of the recording here of him dropping it off at our shop. For 90 bucks, so to pay 10 bucks to deliver it to us. It's not an amazing price, but I'll be honest with you, the case selection on our local market is less to be desired. So we went ahead and went with this option here because it is a full-size case, it is white, it's still somewhat modern, and it'll fit our graphics card very nicely. So we will have our case here. We can move on to other stuff to hopefully get this PC build put together. Now, one issue I did just realize, and you probably already realized it during the wheel spin, we didn't spin for a cooler, which totally just left my mind when playing this video. So for the sake of us just having the most difficult path possible and just going to all the possible retailers, we decided, you know what, let's just make Best Buy the cooler. So at that point, we can go to Best Buy, we can go to Walmart, and we can use Facebook Market local listings to get this whole build put together. So cooler will be Best Buy, just so you guys know. All right, guys, first item, a success. This box has really been through it, though, but I'm assuming the case is fine, right? You know?
We did not, the guy said we could open it, but he claims it's new. He said he never used it. Why do people buy this stuff? I don't know.
I don't know.
But we have this here now. Oh wow, this actually still has the sealed sticker. He's asking 175. He is all the way, he's about 25 minutes away, so I think I'm gonna go get it after the office. I think I'm gonna talk him down. I'm like, look, man, you know, it's kind of a drive. Can you do 150? We'll see what he says.
Yeah, hopefully this kind of concludes day one. If we have any more updates on power supply situation, we'll jump back in. But in terms of day one shopping, case, check, motherboard pending after hours.
All right, guys, we're going to pick up that X670E Prime, and I got him down to 160 bucks. So for a new unopened box X670 that's normally 210, pretty good deal. I'm gonna go ahead and head there now.
Pulling up to some nice houses here, so I don't think this guy's a problem letting go of the board. Board has been secured, and it is in fact sealed, new in box, so pretty good deal at 160 bucks. Now we just gotta get the power supply. All right, guys, so Jonah and I are heading out really far away. We're driving 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back to pick up a Corsair RM750E in white, and I think it's a pretty good deal. I think it comes with pretty much all the cables for 70 bucks. I forgot the price, but
that's not terrible.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. I think I have cash with me. Find out when we get there.
Yeah, he didn't tell me how far away this was either, so I was expecting like a 10-minute drive.
He's trapped.
It's gonna be like an hour round trip.
All right, we have pulled up to the house. I'm gonna go and grab my cash out, go buy this power supply.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. You too. On a side quest, had to get a chicken for the office.
Look at these little dudes.
Look at those ducks.
Reminds me of Matt, you know?
This is weird because I'm holding the camera because Jonah's actually gonna be driving us. He's our chauffeur today, but it is time to pick up the rest of the stuff. So we're getting the CPU, the RAM and storage from
Everything
Walmart.
else. Yeah, besides
and then cooler has to go to Best Buy.
Which we didn't even roll. We didn't roll for Best Buy. We just felt like Best Buy got left out, and then Matt realized we forgot the cooler.
Yeah, we forgot to spin for the cooler, so we have to go to Best Buy, even though we have to drive down a long road. But Jonah's good at it, so we got it.
I'm good for it.
He's good for it.
Now, do you want front or back? This is a weird situation.
I'll go in the back. I think I went in the back last time. Ugh. All right. Here for a cooler. That's great.
It's gonna rain.
I was
my
thinking-
knees are aching.
I was thinking, so does the case have any fans?
Probably not. It probably only has
Okay.
like one exhaust.
All right, so I want to get some fans.
Do they even have an air cooler?
I don't even think they do they?
Oh, they do, right here.
Oh, so
Hyper
what is it?
212 Black.
That would work. What CPU we don't know the CPU
We don't even
yet.
have a CPU yet.
All
Hyper
right.
212 Black.
Yep, $30.
I guess we're talking about seeing if they have fans here. Where would those even be? Ah.
This
is it a 3-pack or is that one?
A 2-pack.
2-pack.
So there's like nothing in the case right now? Or is there any fans?
There might be an exhaust is what I was saying. That's why I'm like, I
Okay.
mean, if we could get put 2 in the front.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's probably our best bet. So black cooler, RGB fans up front. This is extra, we don't even really need to do this, but we're just gonna do it because, I mean, why not?
The build will just have like no airflow if we
Yeah,
don't.
so 2 RGB fans up front, black cooler, exhaust fan potentially if there is one, and then we have to get our CPU and RAM and storage from Walmart. But yeah, I think that's it for Best Buy.
Whoa, Jonah, look at the value here. 1 cent.
Wow.
Hello.
After multiple Jonah road rage moments, we're
If
here.
you have an Avalon, comment down below.
Jonah, when we get inside, I'm gonna yell, stop filming me.
It's a 7600X. They've really cut back, haven't they?
Well, that makes the easy choice.
But do they even have DDR5?
You might have to ask, maybe.
I'll ask if they have any in the bag.
Where's the SSD? Oh, there's SSDs.
We can get SSDs pretty easily. WD
Terabyte,
black,
that's not
1
terrible.
yeah, that's not bad. So we can get the SSD, can definitely get the CPU 7600, which makes sense to be balanced.
Look, there's our power supply.
You wouldn't happen to have any more DDR5? Because it looks like that's what we're looking for. Same thing? Okay, that's fine. We'll just get this and then this one drive over here. This one.
This isn't that bad for an X.
No, it's not bad.
That's like almost sometimes the price of the normal one.
Just a little update. Obviously, they did not have RAM. So as the
Which is
beginning of the
kinda crazy.
video, which is
Like,
surprising.
yeah.
So we're doing the audible of PC Bros, our local PC shop. They got DDR5.
I hear. All right, guys, we are back on the set after making multiple journeys through Facebook Marketplace, Best Buy, and Walmart.
And of course, we mentioned at the end of the Walmart journey, we were unable to get RAM from Walmart, so we had to go to our audible PCBros.tech, our PC selling business, and pick up a RAM kit, which we'll talk about here in a second. And also, we're gonna go over everything real quick, the price we paid for, where we got it, and some extra stuff that randomly showed up in boxes that we just discovered. So let's go ahead and run down all the parts.
So from Walmart, we get the Ryzen 5 7600X, 6-core, 12-thread, and actually pretty good deal, 210 bucks. I've seen these go for as expensive as like 250 whenever they don't have a ton of them in stock, but yeah, the X, not too bad, new in box from Walmart. And the cool with the 7600X, because the X does not come with a CPU cooler, we drove over to Best Buy for this one thing. And this wasn't even on the wheel, we just were like, wow, we don't want to leave Best Buy out, and we forgot the cooler, so this is the Cooler Master Hyper 212 in black. We paid $29.99. Now here's our first Facebook price. I was actually able to haggle a little bit on this one from Marketplace, the Asus Prime X670E Pro Wi-Fi. These are normally $210. I got it for $160, and check this out. The seal, I thought it was. The seal is not even broken. The person that I bought it from said that they literally found a better deal on a black motherboard, which they kind of wanted for their build. And this was a pretty good deal from PCBros.tech, but technically we probably got it from Amazon. This is Viper gaming RAM. It's 32 gigs DDR5. It is a little bit on the slower side. It's 5600 megahertz CL36, but definitely not bad for RGB RAM. We paid 72 bucks for it, so that's a really good deal for RGB. I did get this WD Black SN770. It was $89, which I feel like is a little expensive for this 1 terabyte. I think sometimes on Amazon they go down to like 60 bucks. So this felt like a little bit overpriced, but you are paying the convenience of picking it up today in person.
Now, the one thing we did not buy locally, and we have to give a big shout out to Asus for sending this over, this is the Prime RTX 5070. I will say a graphics card that's not getting a lot of love right now, but it is a GPU that can perform very well at 1440p, and we will have, well, benchmarks to show you guys how it pairs with the 7600X. It was not intentional that we got a Prime board with the Prime graphics card. We kind of just got lucky here. Hey, 3-fan card, looks really solid. I'm excited to see how it looks in this PC build and performs with the 7600X. Now for the other Facebook Market pickup, this is the Corsair RM850E. On the inside, it looks like we got all the cables that we need for this, but it's an 850 watt power supply. This power supply was $70. It comes with the ATX 3.0 connector, so that's gonna work really nicely with the 5070. And yeah, it's a really good deal. 850 watts is kind of overkill, honestly, for this build, but it is room for upgrade in the future. Now, we didn't necessarily need to get these, but with such a high-end build, we needed to add some extra fans to our case. This is a pack of Thermaltake CT120 ARGB fans we have for $34 at Best Buy. These are gonna be the 2 RGB fans we're gonna put up front in our case, just add a little extra flair to this build, and we'll have the 1 exhaust fan in our case. And speaking of the case, we have the Meshify C, which we ended up paying $90 for, which this is a slightly older case. $90 is just okay for the price, but it was the option we could find the quickest to where we could have a case to build everything else. So strategy-wise, it was a really smart idea for us to get this case now and then build everything else later, just like the motherboard and stuff. So this is a nice case still. I just dropped the CPU. The CPU is not gonna work anymore. But it's funny to mention, with the case, we unboxed this case just before filming because we actually bought it and never took it out. Don't do that, guys. Actually look at stuff you buy in Facebook Market, and there was a gun lock in there. Why? I don't know, but this gun lock right here is red. It is the model number R11SC3. And we could sell it at PCBros.tech. It's funny, Jonah's recording this. I actually got parts B-roll of this, so it's gonna be included in the video, McAllister. Enjoy that, but gun lock, include it in the budget. All in all, we're around $1,300, $1,354 to be exact for this PC build, factoring in 5070 MSRP pricing, which really isn't a thing. It's more like $1,500, let's be perfectly honest here for this entire build. But in terms of the challenge, we almost made the goal. We had to get some of PC Bro, so it is what it is. But let's put together a PC. Hopefully we don't have any duds, and then we'll dive into some game testing. All right, guys, we are kicking the benchmarks off with Spider-Man 2. We're currently running 1440p high settings with high ray tracing, because if we're gonna use an NVIDIA GPU, we're gonna need to use some ray tracing, and we are running with no upscaling currently and getting 70 to 60 FPS. I mean, we're running high RT, so obviously this is the kind of performance I did expect, not a maxed out 144 plus FPS, but this is one of those games where as long as I'm getting a lock 60, I'm incredibly happy, and in some spots we're getting 100 FPS. So DLSS will be really nice, but man, even at 1440p, this game looks absolutely beautiful. I do think the 5070 is a much more 1440p focused card. You could run DLSS at 4K and get 60 FPS, but I wouldn't be buying this card for that. We are using 9 gigs of VRAM too right now, so good thing we have the 12 gigs of VRAM to work with. But I'm gonna try to find a scene to go to so we can get a little action in here. But this is performing pretty well, even with this Ryzen 5 7600X. Obviously, if we did do this all over again, we would probably get a more budget motherboard if we weren't having to buy stuff locally. But the fact that we were able to get this for a close to budget motherboard price, I can't complain for this X670 deal that we got. So we might as well have some good room for upgrades in the future, but looks like I have some action here. We got some arson. Let's pull up. And we may, oh, I broke all my legs. I'm done. Spider-Man's dead. Oh. Oh goodness, okay. Let's play that way, that's fine. Oh, there it is. Okay, that's good. Nice. Yeah, we'll turn on some DLSS here in a second too, just to see what that does. But I mean, I personally would run native. This is really good native. Oh, who is this guy? Did that guy just kill me? Are you kidding me? I did not expect there would be a tanky guy like that. All right, let's go ahead and turn on some DLSS here just for the fun of it to show you guys what it can do. No, let's stay on high. So high settings, we're going to turn on some DLSS, set to quality, hit apply. And oh yeah, that makes a solid difference here. But honestly, again, I probably wouldn't turn this on because it's not making a crazy difference overall. Spider-Man 2, definitely playable, 1440p high settings with the 5070. If you could find a 5070 MSRP, especially using the deals we were able to take advantage of, this isn't a bad price performance PC, even though the 5070 on its own is not a great price performance GPU. But yeah, let's go ahead and run another game and see how this performs.
All right, guys, so we were playing some Marvel Rivals with our little bit of scattered everything parts PC. And we are currently running, please don't hit me, windowed borderless, because this game actually recommends it, 1440p, high settings, and we are not running any type of upscaling.
Native, baby.
Help me, please. We're doing a little bit of healing because we had 25 DPS video. We're like, oh, I didn't even have the mate. Somehow my team figured out a way.
They said we want all DPS.
But it's looking pretty good though. We definitely have just enough RAM, which is not, well, we have more than enough RAM. We got 32 gigs. If we start streaming this, you'll get pretty close.
Yeah, this is showing that the 7600X is definitely a good balance option for the 5070, especially in these games that are not incredibly CPU bound.
It's nice seeing we're literally utilizing like all of our 5070. Which this is a card that a lot of people hate. Really, a lot of people hate most of 50 series. The 5070 is going to be a good card once you can get it at the right price. Which, the price of this build, which is what was like 13? 13. Yeah. That's a great price to have a build that can, do what this can. It just sucks that you really can't replicate this at this very moment.
Nope. There's a Venom battle going on down there.
Venom's done. What's happening here? Oh, think. Ready to put on a show. Venom, come. This is running better than my PC at home. It's real smooth.
Yeah.
We're gonna Bucky up and trying to 1v6 us. Oh my god. Oh. So is that their Venom came at me like a freaking atomic bomb? Nothing makes me more angry when I hear Bucky say, again, and I hear 18, enjoy the amplifier. We won that. I mean, hey, 5070 and 7600X seems like a pretty ideal combo.
We'll run some other games, but so far, challenge was pretty much successful, minus the RAM, which was quite unfortunate. But we got a local shop involved, PCBros.tech. Let's go and wrap this video up real quick.
So after a lot of benchmarking, we found that this PC that was kind of put together with some parts all around the local market actually turned out pretty good for the price, especially if you can get the 5070 for that $550 price range.
And we also ran some other benchmarks on this PC to fully stress it. We ran Monster Hunter Wilds 1440p high settings on native, no upscaling, got an average of 78 FPS. Ran Black Myth Wukong 1440p high settings, tried some frame gen with DLSS, I got some crazy high FPS numbers, 160 FPS on average, a max of 179, a minimum of 37, and that 30 mark score is 18,602, which is a 7 cent per point score. And honestly, really fun time doing a local market PC build. This is kind of our stepping into potentially doing some sort of scrap air war style video in the future. If you guys want to see that video, let us know in the comments down below. But as always, if you want to build this PC yourself and all the parts in it, check the link in the description down below. They will be affiliate links. They will help us out. Let us know what you think of the series in the comments down below, and hope you guys enjoy it.
But as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
So now that we got these awesome deals, we will be selling this PC at PCBros.tech for a really good price with a warranty as well.
PCBros.tech, we sell gaming PCs we feature here on the YouTube channel and a bunch of other ones ready to go with customer service and that nice 1-year warranty. Use code ToastyBros on checkout to save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.